Hello, my name is Paul Henry, Security and Forensic Analyst at Lumension. Welcome to our Patch Tuesday update for May 2012. Well, we get a bit of May madness from Microsoft and others for this May 2012 Patch Tuesday period. For Microsoft, the disruptive restarts and wide range of platforms impacted by this month's bulletins will have IT teams scrambling to accomplish their flaw remediation tasks this month. Now, when we combine this with the workload that's been brought about by Oracle and others, many security pros may unfortunately not get a break this Memorial Day. For Microsoft, we have 7 bulletins this month, 3 critical, 4 important. In critical bulletins, we have MS-12-034 that handles some GDI and TrueType font issues. The updates hit a wide range of Microsoft platforms, and of course, the impact would be remote code execution. We have MS-12-029, handles a word issue. It, as well as critical, handles remote code execution. Important to note, it does not affect Office 2010. Other criticals, we have MS-12-035, takes care of a NetFX issue, again, critical, and remote code execution. Now, both MS-12-035 and MS-12-034 are required, in fact, for NetFX. Now, MS-12-030, it's an important vulnerability. It's in Office, does provide for remote code execution. Now, multiple updates per product may be required. MS-12-031, another important issue, takes care of some problems with Visio. It's a remote code execution issue. Users should simply not open attachments from untrusted sources. Other importance, we have MS-12-033, handles an issue with Partition Manager. Would be an escalation of privilege issue, and in fact does require local system access in order to pull off any exploits regarding the issue. We have MS-12-032, another important issue in TCP/IP, does provide for an escalation of privilege. Elevation of privilege, of course, would require local system access. Now, the highest priorities this month should, of course, be MS-12-04 and MS-12-029. These should be followed by MS-12-035, 030, 031, 033, and MS-12-032. Now, the most interesting of the patches is MS-12-034, which really seems to be a deeper dive by Microsoft to correct TrueType font issues. If you remember, this was an issue in the Docu malware that was a problem last December. Also with this Patch Tuesday, Microsoft has included a Killbit update to handle a Cisco ActiveX control. It is also rather interesting to note that last week Microsoft released a partner from their Microsoft Active Protection Programs, or MAPP, for reportedly leaking a vulnerability and proof of concept information. This firewall IPS vendor is from China, so honestly, what did Microsoft really expect? Now, Patch Tuesday issues outside of Microsoft. According to a Forbes report, an estimated 10 million credit cards have been breached at credit card processor Global Payments sometime between January 21st, 2012 and February 25th, 2012. The card processor officially places the stolen credit card numbers much lower at about 1.5 million. Details are still sketchy on how the breach happened, but so far it doesn't look good. Oracle released patches for 88 issues that impact well over 35 Oracle products. An apparent misunderstanding by a security researcher reviewing the Oracle patch release has also led to the release of an exploit that remains unpatched. The vulnerability was originally reported to Oracle back in 2008. The researcher, after the misunderstanding, did come forward with additional details, including a proof of concept exploit, fully expecting that a patch would now be available. On Apple, the Apple flashback malware is reportedly now generating cash flow for the bad guys. Using an ad hacking scheme, the bad guys are getting paid to redirect infected users to alternate destinations. Symantec estimates that with the size of the botnet, the revenue could exceed $10,000 per day. Now, with cybercriminals getting a taste of the money from Apple malware, we can safely assume more is on the way. Another embarrassing Apple issue is the apparent release of a fix 3 months ago by Apple that left a debug option enabled in FileVault. This caused passwords to be saved in plain text in a log file outside of the encrypted area. The issue affects FileVault users who upgraded from Snow Leopard to Lion, but did not migrate to FileVault 2. Worse yet, for those users that are also using Time Machine for backups, their passwords may have been repeatedly stored in Time Machine unencrypted. Pending a patch from Apple, Lion users should immediately activate File Vault 2, which can be found in the Security and Privacy settings and System Preferences. Just click the File Vault tab to enable. Now, we have an interesting problem also with Apple and Microsoft. Last month, we saw Apple QuickTime malware impacting Windows PCs running Apple's QuickTime software. This period, we see Microsoft Office software issues impacting Apple computers. The issue impacts older, unpatched Apple computers. Apparently, not promptly installing patches is not an issue that's exclusive to Microsoft software users. This has been our Patch Tuesday update for May 2012. Thank you for listening.